chocolate fondue. Great thing to have closing any dinner, especially if you're a chocolate lover. What I found with the chocolate fondue, it's great when you share with your kids. Mine, for example, doesn't eat the marshmallows, but he loves just to dip the strawberries and keep eating the chocolate. But anyway, it's still a lot of fun. Our exercise over here, MKC chocolate fondue, we use two types of chocolate. We're gonna use the dark chocolate and we're gonna use the milk chocolate, so we have a nice balance. Too dark for me is sometimes, that's the chocolate that I love most of the times eating, but you need to break down. And if you go just milk chocolate, too sweet, and then you have the aftertaste that needs to kill somewhere, and you need acidity with that. So that's what we're gonna work. 50% dark chocolate, 50% milk chocolate. Then we have our fruits. We're using strawberries, okay? We're gonna use banana and the green apple, smart. Now, the marshmallow, nice and easy, just dipping over there. We can cut this in half, this too big for the kids and things like that, not a problem at all. All right, and we're gonna add a little bit of milk, okay? Just to break down the chocolate and have that a little bit more runny, not too thick, all right? I will leave that to you, that you can also do with cream, but you need to make sure that's warm as well at the same time, so the chocolate doesn't go too hard, all right? But we can bring it back anyway. So dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then the fruits. With the prep over here, all that we're gonna do, we'll be cutting the chocolate and melting the chocolate on the pot. So I'll show you the utensils, what we're gonna use today. But the main thing is melting the chocolate. We're gonna cut the fruit before we serve. Reason why, apple and bananas, once you open that, once you cut that, they oxidize. If you have to do this in advance, that's fine, you can do it, and I will show you the trick. You can either use orange juice, a little bit of orange juice, acidity is the key, all right? Or a little bit of lemon, just so the bananas don't go dark, right? And the same with the apple as well, okay? Let's put these guys together again, and let's go to the utensils. Stay with me. The utensils that we will need today, pretty much, will be a pot that we're gonna fill up halfway through with water. We don't want the water to touch the bowl, all right? So the bowl is gonna sit over here, and we're gonna fill up this halfway through over here, okay? We want the steam be able to melt down this chocolate. We're just gonna chop it up, roughly chop it up the chocolate, throw it over here, both chocolates at the same time. And once the chocolate is melt, we warm up the milk and add into the chocolate, finalizing the fondue pretty much over here. And with that, to serve, I'm gonna use a wooden board, okay? So over here, nice wooden board, easy. And you need something that will be able to hold and keep the chocolate warm, okay? We're not using a fondue cake over here that you have to put fire, the gel, whatever it is, we don't need that. But we just need a little ramekin able to hold the temperature, okay? If we have a ramekin over here, and I'll show you guys how to work with the ramekin, we can warm up the ramekin as well in the microwave for 30 to 45 seconds. And what's gonna happen with this is that it's gonna keep the chocolate melted longer, all right? So I would say 25 minutes to half an hour, you can have the chocolate over here. If you have a cold environment, if you have this outside in the house, that's fine. We just bring it back and warm again, it will be fine, okay? So that's pretty much what we need and how we're gonna perform our prep now. We're gonna use a chef's knife and a paring knife to cut the fruits, okay? But the fruits again, we're gonna cut just later before we serve, once we have the chocolate already in the pot, okay? All right, chocolate fondue preparation. One of the easiest things to do. All that we're gonna do, get the chocolate into the bowl, water in the pot, bring to boil, let it simmer so we melt this chocolate, okay? So first things first over here, just gonna roughly chop this chocolate. So I'll do here, halves, cut into pieces over there. We don't want the big chunks because otherwise it's gonna take longer to melt, okay? So, and if you get the camera there with me, just roughly chopped over that, that's fine, okay? Then over here, look what I'm using, just the paring knife, sorry, chef's knife, top of the chocolate, and then my hand saving over there. So I'm protected and cutting the chocolate. All right, now this is ready. Using the knife, put all the chocolate over there together, okay? And our focus now is just melting this chocolate. So as I said, halfway through with water on the pot, bowl sitting over there, and we can melt that. All right, let's work. Come with me. All right, let's melt our chocolate now. I'm going to start with a little bit of hot water to speed up the process, okay? And using the kettle as well. I don't want much water now, it's just a little bit, and making this even hotter. Okay, so this will just speed up the process. Have the chocolate over here, sitting here in the pot. Once we start hearing the bubbles coming up and everything else, because you don't have any air coming out, so we start making a little bit more noise. We just reduce the temperature until the chocolate is melted. Chocolate is melted. We're gonna heat it up, the milk a little bit, and mix into this, so we have nice melted chocolate. All right, guys, chocolate almost ready over here. So this is the consistency that we're looking for, and slowly mixing, getting together the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate. All right, I have the milk warm up 35 seconds just to get this warm. Right, only 100 mils does not mean that I'm gonna use all that, right? It's just to see the consistency according to what I need. So, reason why I'm not gonna add more fat into this is just to ensure, and this is what's gonna happen. The chocolate, until melts completely, they will go to the stage that it gets hard again a little bit and lumpy, and that's why we need to mix again. And now slowly I'll add the milk to bring this back again, okay? So here, slowly having this together over there and bringing this chocolate. So now this is what we're looking for over here, having the chocolate nicely melted. Okay, any lumps, we're just using the spoon over here and press these against the bowl, and we break through as well. Sometimes it's not even lumps, sometimes it's just air bubbles that goes through the chocolate over there. Okay, so chocolate nicely melted, as we can see, and now we can finish our chocolate fondue. Ready to go with the chocolate, we're gonna do the presentation. First thing we're gonna do here, a minute in the microwave to warm up the dish so we can keep the chocolate nice and warm. Now, the chocolate over here, it's nice, hot and melted. Oops, sorry, there we go. And this is the consistency that we're looking for. I'm not gonna put just be careful with the steam, because chocolate and water, they don't work really well, okay? But this is what we're looking for here for our chocolate. If you want that a little bit thinner, you add a little bit more milk, okay? But apart from that, that's what we're gonna be working with. All right, our dish over there is almost warm. What we're doing here, we have our strawberries that I'm gonna cut in half, okay? So here, I usually keep the steam over here, so give a little bit of color, a little bit of life to the plate as well. Okay, it's already been pre-washed, remember that, making life easier. Banana, we just peel this guy, and here, half an inch thick, going through. Remember, as we're preparing to use straight away. I'm not gonna use any acid, so it's fine for 7 to 10 minutes. After that, we'll start oxidizing. Apples, gonna do apple wedges, right? So what we're gonna do, cut that into half, and then all halves over there, and certain way until a point that I'm happy. Now, the core part of the apple, we can just cut that like this. If you don't have a core peeler there, it's fine. We just take this part away using the knife, okay? So, putting this away. The second half over here, cutting over there. This part off, and then easily into our edge over there. Seeds out. This one, there's no seeds, don't have to worry. So all ready to go. Board over there, ready to go. My dish is nice and warm. All that we're gonna do here, chocolate, we just give a little bit of stir, bring in this here, and now slowly we just start putting this chocolate over there. Okay, save a little bit. Oops, the apple over there, nice and warm. Now with the fruits, we just start working the presentation, nice around over there, to have this sitting over here. Same with the strawberries in a different way. Then we do the bananas over here. Okay, and now with the marshmallows, you can either cut in halves or just serve whole. In this case, I'll put the entire marshmallow over there. And voila, chocolate fondue. Enjoy.